you don't have to spend a lot of money on your setup. And that is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes to show you that you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can get started today with the equipment that you have. When I'm recording, I always use my back camera. For today, I'm going to be using my front camera just because of the type of video I am making. Now, as you can see here, I have this phone right here, which is a Google phone, and it is recording from the back way. Now, I have this big mirror right here so that I can actually see myself. That way, I record in higher quality because the back camera is higher quality. You see in the mirror here that I have my phone, and I also have a small light at the top here that is giving me a little bit of light. That is because the room that I'm in is really dark. So the first thing you want to know is I record on my iPhone. I have an iPhone 14. I record in 4K 30 frames per second because I record a lot of sit down videos. So if you move around a lot in your video, you can record 4K 60 frames per second, right? As long as you have a phone from 2015, it will be able to record in 4K. I'm going to show you. You need to set up a grid and you need to position yourself in the grid. So that's one thing that I do. I always have grid on my camera so that I can position myself. This is my room. I want you to see from this direction. You may have to do it in the kitchen. You may have to do it in the living room, in the laundry room, whatever it may be, you can do it. Now, the reason why I dedicate this little space for myself, guys, is because I have kids. I have small kids, and every time I try setting up elsewhere, things get ripped down, things get torn away, and I didn't always have this space. I really had to upgrade, and I told my husband I just need a room for my stuff to stay sane. You see this here? I also review products, so I get a lot of products in, so I just had to get a space for that. But besides that, this is it here. This is my setup. But the next thing I want to talk about is lighting. And let me turn this way so I can show you. I'm going to turn off the light that I have here. You can see the difference when I turn off the light versus when I put it back on, right? But if I turn off the light and let me show you, and I'm opening the blinds. Whew. Let me turn this way. You need to turn this way. And I open the blinds. As you can see, it is a lot brighter. It's very harsh, at least the time of the day. And honestly, if you have natural lighting, I would highly recommend using natural light. Do not do this. You see the difference when I face towards the window versus when I put my camera in front of the window, okay? I record my videos either early in the morning where it's still dark outside, or very late at night when the kiddos are down. So I had to invest in light. Now, if you have natural light, please use natural light. Okay, so let me show you my little setup on what I do, because a lot of people ask questions, okay? I normally turn off this light. Guys, if I turn off the light, you can see the difference with me. Now, if I turn off this light, oh my goodness, where am I? All right, so we'll be filming in this light. I turn off the top light and I put on my light right here. You see it here? This is my panel light, and I can turn it down and I can turn it up. As you can see the brightness, okay? I know you put it on half, right? You don't have to get that panel light. You can just get this light that I have on my phone and record with that. I just have these other lights because I review products to people and people send me free stuff, okay? So let's just say I don't have this light. If I turn it off, let me show you guys. If I didn't have that light, that is okay. Let me set this down right here. Closer to my phone, you are able to see my face still. You see the quality is not that bad. It's still actually good. This small $10 light made a very big difference. So I have this small light here, which I turn on. Like I say, I had to review this. And then I have a small light underneath here that I just plug in. And it is red. You want to be able to be away from the background. So you want to focus on the depth of field as well. When you're recording, you don't want to be attached to a wall like this. Let me show you. You don't want to be like this because it doesn't look good, okay? If you have a small space, make sure it at least an arm's length away, okay? Detach myself from the wall and I'm able to position myself in the grid where you can see me, and I'm able to record my video. Now it's still bright outside. I normally do this in the nighttime, so the quality would be a little bit different as well, okay? When you're taking out pictures for your thumbnail, you need to do it with your back camera because the quality will be even better. Okay, so how do I keep track of what to say? Normally, I would have a script from my laptop, but that doesn't always work out the best way. So I decided to invest in my little handy dandy whiteboard here. here with my marker, and it's big enough. As you can see, it's bigger than a piece of paper, so I can actually, with certain things that I want to hit, I hit my points and I kind of freeball it a little bit. Okay, so this is what keeps me on track and know what to say, when to say it. All right, so this is my tripod right here. So I got this from the TikTok shop. It is on Amazon as well. So I just set it up and I keep it here so I know how to record. And like I say, I do have my mirror here, so when I'm recording with my back camera, I can actually see myself. I also have my mic here. Don't worry, I use this mic to record my podcast with. It is my Samsung mic, and it plugs in directly to my Google phone, and I'm able to record my podcast with it. All right, you see how easy this can just turn around and face me like this, even though it's in the mirror. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is also the other microphone that I use. This is the Hollyland microphone. I actually really love this microphone. It's so tiny, as you can see. Sometimes you probably don't notice it, but I know some people are on a budget, so all of my gears that I use will be linked down below, especially just the microphone and the lighting. But I would say if you need to invest in proper audio and lighting as well. You don't always have to do the lighting because there is natural light. Okay, so use natural light for now. So this is my indoor setup. So you see videos with me inside, and also I do record some of my video outside because I just love being able to go outside and breathe in the fresh air. So I'm gonna take you to that setup so I can show you how I record outside as well. Okay, it's a little bit noisier outside, but I'm gonna take you so you guys can. So this is my outside area. As you can see right over there, I record everything right over there. This is just a small area, and if you look up, there is houses to the top here, and there's a lot of bush because we are in the winter time and it's a little bit warmer today, so I can actually make it outside with this type of t-shirt I have on. It is the same thing. I have my whiteboard with me all the time, so you can see the points that I have to hit on. The quality here is really nice. Anyway, so I face my camera frontwards, push it down a little bit. This is not the tripod I use this tripod right here. You see it right here, because I can place it down and it's much more shorter, as you can see. So that is what I use outside. Nothing fancy. If you don't have the lighting or anything, you can actually start recording outside. You can record in your car. It's really up to you and where you feel comfortable. Sometimes I do it inside, and sometimes I just love changing it up a little bit, so I come outside. And when I'm outside, all I use is my microphone and my phone and my stand, and that is it. I use the natural sunlight, and I try to position the phone to get the best angle of the sunlight so that it would make a difference. Look at right here. So I position my phone like this, raise it up, and make sure you line up with the grid, of course. And I just go ahead and I talk. Sometimes I get up and I just put my hand in my pocket and I just come forward and tell people a little bit more of what I'm doing or whatever the case might be, to kind of change it up from me always having to sit down. This is what happening today, and just kind of sit down. Honestly, all you really need to get started is a mic, your phone that you already spend money on, if you want to grab up this whiteboard, or you can use a book. It's really up to you. That is all you need to do to get started with creating content. Now, the next thing you want to make sure you're doing is editing. I'm going to be completely honest with you. A lot of people edit on the laptop. I use CapCut to edit my videos. I use CapCut on my laptop, but I do not have time to actually sit down and edit a video on my laptop. The only time I'm in this room is to actually create the video. I edit on the go, which is really good. Most of my videos I edited on my phone. Sometimes I'm cooking. Guess what I'm doing? I'm editing while I'm cooking. I'm editing while I have the baby. I'm editing while I'm watching TV. I'm editing. It takes me a longer time to edit my videos, but there you have it. This is my simple setup as to how I record my videos. So I hope by making this video, you see that I don't have a lot. Yes, I have those 2 lights, but that's really it, guys. I need you to get started and stop telling yourself, I need to get the best mic, I need to get the best lighting. No, you can start with natural light and you can start with a $20 mic. But I need you to start now, okay? So on that note, I will see you in my next video.